Major stakeholders are in Nigeria's southeastern Anambra State as people in the previously troubled area gear up for its governorship election. Present in this hall are the Inspector General of Police, representatives of heads of various security and intelligence agencies, chairman of the Electoral Commission, governorship candidates, and civil society groups. For the police chief, the massive deployment of personnel to the state is aimed at reassuring the people of a peaceful election while non-state actors who are bent on disrupting the process are dealt with.
The message here is clear. For the political actors and electorates that are law-abiding, they are fully assured of optimal security. However, for the destabilizing elements and other deviants who, despite all wise counsels, are determined to deploy violence and other illegal means to advance their political interests or constitute a clog in the wheel of peaceful atmosphere for election, they should be prepared for the consequences of their action as they will be identified, isolated, and decisively dealt with irrespective of their status, ideological inclination, and political affiliation.
Chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission says the body is on track to ensure the election is conducted as scheduled. He reveals there are 983 polling units in Anambra State with 0 to 49 registered voters. The INEC boss assures that materials or personnel will not be deployed to units where there are no registered voters.
Out of the 5,720 polling units in Anambra State, 86 polling units, representing 1.5% of the total number of polling units, have no voters. There are no voters in 86 polling units in Anambra State. The Commission will not be deploying personnel and materials to these polling units. So please have a rest of mind that there will be no results from these polling units without voters. We are deploying nothing. Non-sensitive materials will not be deployed. Sensitive materials will not be deployed. The beavers will not be deployed, and personnel will not be deployed to these polling units. Furthermore, 894 polling units, representing 15.6% of the polling units in the state, have between 1 and 49 voters. Election will hold in these polling units. Even if it is one voter, the Commission owes that Nigerian a responsibility to ensure that he or she is not disenfranchised.
The Chief Electoral Officer says all the bimodal voter accreditation system or BVAS devices to be used for the governorship election have been configured and brought down to Anambra State. He assures that the device will record a huge success in the governorship election.
This new device replaces the smart card reader used in previous elections since 2015. We are satisfied with the pilot deployment of the BVAS in the Isoko South 1 State Constituency by-election in Delta State on 11th September 2021.
There are concerns about the deployment of the BVAS device.
I have concerns about the new equipment that will be deployed. I think that I don't know what level of sensitization has gone into the communities, because election is not going to hold only in the capital. Election is holding in the 21 local governments of Anambra, and with the introduction of the electronic transmission equipment of results and the rest of it, I think voters, I want to be able to see how voters understand that and how they are going to be able to adapt to these new changes.
The Electoral Commission says it is prepared to deliver to the people of Anambra State a free and credible election. It's believed the presence of the police chief in the state is assuring and will serve as a confidence booster for the electorate. How much confidence that serves will only be seen on Saturday when the election is scheduled to take place. Abel Ejikeme, Arise News.